Downtown Murfreesboro is home to many thriving businesses, and now you can add law office radio station to that list. Two longtime friends and MTSU alums decided to dust off some old equipment hiding in their basement and start the station with the purpose of serving the community.
Our frequency is 103.9, and the setup is here temporarily in the conference room of my law office.
That's right, a nonprofit radio station tucked away in an office on the square. Attorney and former radio DJ Ken Berger tells how he and his partner Jim Gilmore got it off the ground and onto the airwaves.
Jim Gilmore and I go a long ways back. We were in high school. We were ham radio operators, radio nerds growing up in Manchester back in the 60s. We worked together at a local rock radio station. We were top 40 rock and roll disc jockeys back in the day when top 40 radio was on AM was king, and remained good friends for years. Jim put WMOT on the air.
So how does one just start a radio station?
It sort of fell into our lap. We learned simply by glancing by chance at the FCC site that there was a construction permit for a small nonprofit, commercial-free, public service type radio station, and that for whatever reason the young men who had acquired that construction permit had not followed through on it. It was about to expire, and the way that law is set up is that once it expires, they have a window, and if it's outside that window, you can't reapply, you can't get it extended, you can't reapply. So we literally, not exaggerating, we literally gathered up equipment from our garage and our basement, and over about a 3-week period, we put it on the air.
Armed with a 30-foot antenna and borrowed space 100 feet up on an unused antenna owned by Murfreesboro Housing Authority, WQJZ is on the air, playing jazz and blues and picking up where MTSU's WMOT left off, and producing quality sound, Berger says, thanks to his partner Jim.
Jim is a bit of a genius and almost a fanatic about audio quality, so we have virtually the same equipment in this little operation as any of the larger stations in Atlanta or Nashville would have, as far as equalizing, improving the quality of the audio signal.
The listeners have spoken, and this small station is a hit. Abe White, a hometown blues guitarist who's toured with famous bands for years, says it's an asset to the community and fills a musical void.
I think it adds value by just keeping up that market or that genre of music, because there's such the music lovers around here. I mean, it's not just jazz, but it's blues too.
Nashville-based jazz artist and MTSU alum Michael Fair, who was recently a guest on the station, tells us the popularity of the station doesn't surprise him.
Playing quality music, playing a genre of music that you don't normally hear on maybe a bigger, more powerful station for whatever reason. I think somebody is doing it out of just the love of doing it. Obviously, it's a nonprofit for them, so they're kind of giving back and doing something that they love to do.
Remember to tune in to 103.9, and with a 20 to 25 mile radius from the square, you don't get more local than that.
Well, I listen to it as much as I can, and I know a lot of people do too. I hope it does well, and it is doing well. So it can only get better.
With the popularity of the station, they hope it will continue to serve the community for years to come. Reporting downtown Murfreesboro, Michael Lynn White, City TV.